Finally, it's here. This is something that I've been teasing for the last couple weeks. This is the largest Hot Toys haul in the history of my channel. My name is Cincy Nerd, and I am addicted to Hot Toys figures. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Hit subscribe if you like what you see. I am a collector of Hot Toys figures. I have quite a collection, but this video that you clicked on is all about a giant freaking haul of Hot Toys figures that I've picked up over the last few weeks. So I'm going to go ahead and show you all of these in box, and then I'm going to take them all out of box, and I'm going to show you all of these figures out of box. So let's go ahead and get started. Thanks again for joining me. Let's get to it. Alright, we're going to start with the Star Wars Hot Toys. I have quite a few Star Wars Hot Toys that I added to my collection. First and foremost is this one right here, the San Diego Comic-Con Sideshow exclusive Sith Anakin. This is the dark side Anakin after he turned into Darth Vader. Still says Anakin Skywalker there, but we all know when he's got those yellow eyes, he is Darth Vader at this point. But I got that one. I got the standard Boba Fett from Empire Strikes Back. This is the second Boba Fett that's been done. Actually, the third, if you consider the first one, was Return of the Jedi. And they did a standard and a deluxe version of that one. They did a standard and deluxe version of this one, too. I picked up the standard. But I've been waiting for this one. The Empire Strikes Back version of Boba Fett is my favorite version of Boba Fett. Picked up a Death Trooper. This is the Death Trooper Specialist Deluxe version. This is the one that comes with the little Stormtrooper doll that little Jyn Erso was playing with. So I'll show you this one out of package. This one's very, very cool. You can see he has the pauldron there. He's the Specialist version. I picked up a First Order Flame Trooper. This is from The Force Awakens. I just really like the way this character looks. He looks different than any other Stormtrooper out there, and I just liked that opening scene, and I liked this Flame Trooper, so I picked him up. Got him for a very, very good price at the toy department here in Fairfield, Ohio. I got Rey, and this is the Last Jedi version of Rey. This is the Jedi training version of Rey, and I did enjoy a good chunk of The Last Jedi. There was stuff I didn't like in The Last Jedi. There was a lot of stuff I loved in The Last Jedi. So I picked her up, and you can't have Rey without one of these guys. This was one of my favorite scenes in The Last Jedi, the throne room fight with the Praetorian Guards. So I had to get this Praetorian Guard right here. Good thing about this Praetorian Guard is you can actually turn him into this Praetorian Guard, and I'll show you that when I unbox these. But those are all the Star Wars Hot Toys that I picked up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's half of them. That's half the Hot Toys that I picked up in this haul. Half of them are Star Wars. Let's move on to Marvel. So I picked up this Winter Soldier. This is a Winter Soldier from Civil War. I used to have it. I sold most of my Civil War Hot Toys figures, but I wanted to pick this one up again because I still have the Falcon, and I wanted the Bucky with the Falcon, so I picked up that Civil War Bucky Winter Soldier. Got a couple from Infinity War, so I got Groot. There's Teenage Groot, and I got Black Widow. Blonde hair Black Widow, but I really wanted the Teenage Groot. There is a 2-pack that he's part of with Rocket, but I already have the Deluxe Rocket from Guardians of the Galaxy 2. It's the same exact figure, just different guns. So I just picked up the Groot by himself. Didn't need the second Rocket since it was the same figure. Speaking of Avengers, this was on my Grail list. This one right here, there's a few Hot Toys that were on my Grail list. Those are ones that are kind of hard to obtain, that are kind of pricey. This was one of the ones that was at the very, very top of the list. Loki from the first Avengers movie. I think I might pick up one of the Chitaris to kind of pose with him, but I really, really wanted this Loki figure, and I picked him up. Got really, really lucky. Got him at Comics to Games. Shout out to Comics to Games. I also picked up those two, the Groot and the Black Widow at Comics to Games. So Good people, good store there. Definitely recommend them. Picked up this Wonder Woman. This is the Amazon Training Wonder Woman. Had this one on pre-order through Sideshow, and I got that one. And then last but not least, I got Gladiator Hulk from Thor Ragnarok. This is one of my highest, most anticipated Hot Toys figures of the entire year. As soon as I saw this one solicited, I knew I had to have this figure. So very, very happy to pick up this Gladiator Hulk figure. But there you go. There are some Marvel, one DC, mostly Marvel. But there is my 12 figures. But let me go ahead and unbox these guys. I'm going to show you these. I'm going to show you some of the accessories they come with. I can't do a full review of all 12 because who wants to watch a 10-hour long video? So let's go ahead and unbox these. I'm going to show you the highlights, but let's get to it. Alright, so I've unboxed all of the Star Wars figures first. So here's the first 6 Hot Toys figures out of the 12 in the batch. Let's get started right over here with Anakin Skywalker, aka Darth Vader. Look at those eyes. He's got the Sith eyes right there. So some of the lightsaber wielding Hot Toys figures have been coming with this effect here, which is kind of like a blade swinging effect. And I really, really like that effect. As a matter of fact, all of my figures that have come with that are currently being posed with that effect. I just like the way it looks. It just looks more dynamic that way. So I have Anakin with that swinging blade effect, and you'll see another figure here in a couple minutes that also has that same swing blade effect. But let me just show you the details on this guy. So this is basically the same exact figure as the original Anakin Skywalker Hot Toys release, except his skin is a little bit more pale, and his eyes obviously have that Sith eye look, which looks incredible, by the way. Look at that. This one also comes with a very, very awesome base that lights up. I don't have batteries in it right now, but it's that Mustafar mining droid that they were kind of using as platforms when they were dueling, when Obi-Wan and Anakin were dueling. But just a beautiful looking base. You can see the wires in the actual droid itself. Let's see if I could show you just a little 360. Just awesome detail in this base. This is the coolest base, I think, in my entire Hot Toys collection. I can't think of another base that is this awesome. But very, very cool effects with the Mustafar lava. And again, it does light up. There's batteries that you put in the bottom. I'm not sure what it looks like all lit up. I haven't done it yet. I would imagine it looks pretty awesome, though. So there's the base, and there is Darth Vader, Sith Anakin. Pretty awesome. Moving on, here is the Death Trooper Specialist, and I had mentioned that this is the one that comes with that little doll that Little Jyn Erso had, the Stormtrooper doll. But this is pretty awesome. He comes with the thermal detonators right there, and the pauldron, and the, I guess those are extra clips or magazines for the blaster rifle. But there's the rifle. He also comes with this Rocky base, which looks pretty cool. And you can pose him where he's got, you know, one of the legs up, bent, and he's got his foot on the rocks there, but I kind of have it just more flat of a pose. And this one does light up. The head lights up. Let me show you how that works. Let's switch there, and there you go. So he's got the light right here, and he's got the 2 green lights right there. It would have been nice if the eyes would have also lit up, but I do like this effect right here. It's pretty cool. Oh, I also noticed he has a green light right there too. Just noticed that. So pretty awesome there. But there is the Death Trooper Specialist. Moving on to one of my favorite characters from the original trilogy. He didn't get much screen time, but he is awesome. His name is Boba Fett. And this is the Empire Strikes Back version. So he's got the 2 pouches there, as opposed to the multiple pouches that he had in Return of the Jedi. Kind of a little bit of a different color scheme. And he's got this gun as opposed to the other gun that he had in Jedi. But really awesome looking figure. There's the base. Kind of looks like the freezing chamber in Bespin a little bit. Let me show the details on this guy. This might be one of my favorite Hot Toy figures of the year so far. Really, really love this figure a lot. Let me show the back. Because he's got the jetpack, so you got to show that off. Here's some of the detail on the back of the helmet. You can see the scuffs and the battle wear, battle damage. Really, really awesome paintwork there. And there is the jetpack. It's got a little gun back there. The little Wookiee braids. But just a very, very awesome figure. Really, really like this Boba Fett figure. And I would highly recommend it. They do have a deluxe version that comes with, I think it comes with an alternate head with Jag eyes. Jag eyes are those little eyes that they paint on the helmets that Captain Rex has. And I think he has like a, maybe a robe or something? I don't recall. But check that one out. This is the standard version. Definitely recommend this one. Moving on, this is a First Order Flame Trooper. This one actually just recently sold out on Sideshow's website. But I really like this figure. Very simple. Didn't get much screen time again, but I just like the way it looks. It just looks different than pretty much any other Stormtrooper out there. And again, I liked this fire effect. Kind of looks similar to the Mustafar lava on the Anakin figure. But just a really cool effect there that you can plug into this flame thrower. Very, very dynamic looking. Look at that angle right there. Pretty awesome. But let me show you some detail on this guy. That is the First Order. Let me show you the backpack also. So there's what the, I guess the flame pack looks like in the back. A little bit of detail there. But yeah, pretty awesome overall. And again, I got this for a great price from Toy Department. So shout out to them. But there's the First Order Flame Trooper from The Force Awakens. Moving on to another figure that uses this bladed, swinging bladed effect, which I love. This is Rey from The Last Jedi. Looking really, really awesome. I really like this figure. I like the face sculpt on this one more than the Force Awakens versions. I don't think it's 100% Daisy Ridley there, but I just like the way it looks. Very, very cool face sculpt. I like the base too. The base is very, very cool. It's got the Falcon. She does come with that gun there, which I have holstered. And she does come with a light up arm. You can actually plug in a light up arm and have the lit lightsaber effect. But there is the Last Jedi Rey. Let me see if I can show you some close up details on the face. Pretty awesome there. And you did see right, she does come with porgs. So just a couple little porgs here. And there's this one too. Pretty cool accessory there. I actually have these posed with Luke in my Detolf case. I don't have them posed with Rey, but I think they look pretty good with Luke because he comes with that rocky base from when he's on the island. So there you go. There is Rey, the Last Jedi. And last but not least is the Praetorian Guard. I got this Praetorian Guard because I knew I was going to get this Rey, and I just love that scene. I've said that many, many times, and I will say it again. I love the throne room scene with Kylo and Rey versus the Praetorian. Just such a cool scene to me. But this is cool because he can actually be switched out. Right now he's got this head sculpt and this bladed weapon here. But you can switch it up for this head sculpt and this weapon here, which actually joins together and makes one weapon where he does break it apart during the movie and fights Rey. But he's pretty cool. You can change his look depending on what you're kind of going for with your poses. But this is what I have right now. I'll probably change it back to this head sculpt when I put him back in the Detolf. But there you go. Pretty awesome. I did not go into much detail with these figures. This is obviously not a review. I can't review all these figures in the same video, but If you want me to do a showcase of any of these specific figures, so you could see comparisons to other figures and close-up details of all the accessories, please comment below and let me know which figure or figures you want me to do showcases on. But there are the first 6 Hot Toys figures in this haul. Those are all Star Wars figures. I love them all. They look fantastic. But let's get to the Marvel and DC figures now. Alright, and I have the second 6 figures all unboxed. We've got 5 Marvel figures, 1 DC figure. Let's go ahead and get started with the big guy. This is Gladiator Hulk. I do not have all of his accessories out. He actually comes with a different face sculpt as well, and some options if you don't want to have the helmet on. But again, I mentioned it before, if there's any figures that you see in this video, any of the 12 figures that you see that you want to see a more in-depth showcase video, where I show you all of the different accessories and I do size comparisons, all that great stuff. If you want to see that, just let me know in the comments which figures you want to see. So this is basically a little bit more than an unboxing. Just wanted to show you all 12 of these Hot Toys figures in and out of box, but this is Gladiator Hulk. He looks absolutely amazing. There is some hair on that helmet there. It's like real hair, whatever, fur, mane. I'm not sure what it's made of. Faux hair, possibly. But this helmet does disassemble. He can be posed without his helmet with that screaming face sculpt, or with a not so angry face sculpt. But here's a little close-up on that face sculpt. And some close-up on the paintwork on the Hulk itself. There's a gigantic hammer there. And a gigantic axe. This is an amazing figure. It's huge. Absolutely huge. And there is some close-ups. Let me show you these little sandals here. These are really, really cool. Really intricate. And really awesome. And I'm going to show you the back side on this one, just to show you there's some armor. Really cool paintwork on the armor. Almost looks like it changes colors in the light. I love this helmet though. So freaking awesome right there. But there's what he looks like from the back. Just an awesome figure. Very cool. And highly, highly recommended if you like Hulk, if you like Thor, Ragnarok. That's the Gladiator Hulk. So I did pick up a couple figures from Infinity War. I believe these are the first 2 figures that have come out, plus the Rocket, but this is Black Widow. This is the blonde Black Widow. Very, very good face sculpt there. I think it's a very accurate face sculpt. Show you the details on the face sculpt there. And she comes with some alternate weapons as well. I have these kind of holstered in the back part right here. Those are just like handles basically. And then she comes with these like little taser stunner things here. And then she comes with this baton. And you can actually pose her with the baton separated, so she's got 2 of them. But there is a close-up of the little vest there. And there's the base. Avengers Infinity War. Black Widow. Very awesome figure. I like this one a lot. I wish it had better ankle articulation to get her in some better poses. And I wish that it had sculpted hair. It has rooted hair, and the hair looks okay. It's a little bit too white. Some angles it's the right color. Some angles like that right there, it looks more blonde. But I think it would have looked a lot better if it had sculpted hair. But I still like the figure a lot. But there's the Infinity War Black Widow. Staying with Infinity War, there is Teenage Groot. And he looks awesome. Angry. Emo. He's got little sprigs in his arm, which I put in there. And there's his gun, which I don't think he actually used the gun in the movie. I think it was used for like promotional shots and stuff. He pretty much just ran around with that little iPad thing and then fought people hand to hand when he was in Wakanda. But here's some close-up on... Look at the sculpt work on this figure. Look, I mean, just look at that. Amazing. Absolutely amazing sculpt work on this teenage Groot here. And there's a close-up of the face. He does come with one other facial expression. And again, if you want to see a showcase, let me know, and I can show you all of his accessories, do some size comparisons. I actually have the Groot from the first Guardians movie. I have the 1-to-1 size baby Groot. I could show you all three of those, but just let me know in the comments what you want to see. This was a Grail. I picked him up. This is a Loki from the first Avengers movie. I kind of want to get a Chitauri to pose with him, but he just looks immaculate. Just amazing. There is the original Avengers Hot Toys stand. And there's his little scepter. Beautiful work on the costuming here. You can see that face sculpts have gone a long way since the first Avengers movie Hot Toys came out. It's still a good face sculpt. It's just they've gotten so much more realistic, I think. But I love the helmet, the big horned helmet. And there's the cape in the back. Again, this was a Grail for me. There's a couple of out-of-print Hot Toys figures that are on my Grail list, and I would love to acquire them, and this was definitely towards the top. But that is Loki from the first Avengers movie. Moving on to the final Marvel figure in this haul. This is Winter Soldier. This is Bucky. And I love that gun because I think that's the same gun that he used in Infinity War. But this is a great face sculpt. So here's just a comparison of face sculpts. Sebastian Stan, Winter Soldier, Tom Hiddleston. That Hiddleston, again, it's a great face sculpt. It's just, look at how far they've come. And this is not even that new of a figure. The Civil War came out, I think it was a year or two ago. But very, very cool. There's the metal arm. Great costuming. And great face sculpt. And again, that gun is pretty awesome. I like it. So there are my Marvel Hot Toys in this haul. There's 5 of them there. I love them all. They look amazing. And that brings us to the one DC figure in this haul, and that is Amazon Training Wonder Woman. She's got sculpted hair. She's got a seamless body, no joints, no exposed joints. You can see there. Paintwork on the armor looks amazing. This whole figure looks amazing. The shield looks fantastic. She's got the bow there. You can pose her with the bow, or you can pose her with the sword. This sword is, you could put it in this thing because that's where it was when she first got it. See if I can get it in there. Gotta be careful. Don't want to break the sword off at the tip. But the sword looks amazing. You can see the paintwork on the sword. And this looks pretty cool too, that little base for the sword. I do very much dig the base for the figure as well. It's a very cool looking base. But here is one more close-up of Amazon Training Wonder Woman. Again, no visible joints in the knees. Fantastic looking figure. Very, very awesome. And there is the Gal Gadot face sculpt. But there you go, guys. That was a big freaking Hot Toys haul. There's 6 there. You already saw 6 Star Wars Hot Toys. But thanks for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it. So that's it for now. Thanks again for watching, liking, commenting, subscribing, and sharing. If you like this video, if you like the Hot Toys figures, if you like Hot Toys in general, just give a thumbs up. Let me know you like this video. Thanks for joining me. This has been a gigantic freaking Hot Toys haul. If you're new to the channel and you liked what you saw, please subscribe. I'd appreciate it. But that's it for now. Adios, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. By the way, I have like 10 SH Figuarts figures that I picked up, so that'll probably be in the next video. Giant SH Figuarts haul. Huge. A lot of Dragon Ball Z stuff, some Star Wars. Just a big freaking haul. I'll see you guys in the next video.